Welcome to Ascend Code. If you're ready to level up your coding skills, hit like, subscribe, and let's get to work. In Java, class attributes, also known as fields or instance variables, are variables declared within a class but outside any methods or constructors. These attributes hold the state or data for objects created from the class. Each object of the class has its own copy of instance variables, unless they are declared as static, in which case they are shared across all instances of the class. Attributes can have different access modifiers such as private, protected, or public, which determine their visibility and accessibility from other classes. They can also be assigned default values, and they represent the characteristics or properties of an object, such as the age of a person or the balance in a bank account. This example models a simple student system where a student can have their personal details, name, age, and a list of grades stored. The program allows adding grades, calculating the average of those grades, and displaying the student's details. The functionality includes initializing a student with their name, age, and a capacity for a specific number of grades, then adding grades to the student's record. It also checks whether the student has exceeded the allowed number of grades and calculates the average of all grades entered. In summary, this example demonstrates how to manage and calculate data for a student using a class in Java, handling both valid and invalid operations like adding grades and computing averages. Define the student class which represents a student's information. Declare instance variables, attributes of the student class. String variable to store the name of the student. Int variable to store the age of the student. Array of double values to store the grades of the student. Int variable to keep track of the number of grades entered so far. Constructor to initialize the student with name, age, and a predefined number of grades. Set the student's name using the provided name parameter. Set the student's age using the provided age parameter. Initialize the grades array with the size number of grades. Initialize grade count to 0, as no grades have been added yet. Method to add a grade for the student. Check if there is still space left in the grades array. Store the provided grade at the current grade count index of the grades array. Increment grade count to indicate a new grade has been added. Output a message confirming the grade has been added. Output a message if no more grades can be added, array is full. Method to calculate the average grade of the student. Check if no grades have been added yet. Print a message if no grades are available. Return 0 to indicate that no average can be calculated. Declare a variable to accumulate the sum of the grades. Loop through all the grades added so far. Add each grade to the sum. Return the average grade by dividing the sum by the number of grades, grade count. Method to display the student's details, name, age, and grades. Print the student's name. Print the student's age. Print the message indicating the grades list. Loop through the grades array. Print each individual grade. Main method to run the program and test the student class. Create a new student object with name, age, and a capacity for 5 grades. Alice is the name, 20 is the age, and the student can have up to 5 grades. Add some grades for the student. Add a grade of 85.5. Add a grade of 92.0. Add a grade of 78.3. Add a grade of 88.8. Add a grade of 91.5. Attempt to add a grade after the array is full, should print an error message. Trying to add a 6th grade, this should fail as the array can only hold 5 grades. Display the details of the student, name, age, and grades. Output the student's details including all the grades. Calculate and display the average grade. Calculate the average grade. print the average grade. Now run our code. That's it for today. Like, comment, and subscribe to stay in the loop.